The hotel keycard was still warm when I picked it up from the dresser. Used recently, carelessly. I didn't breathe when I pushed the door open. The room smelled like unfamiliar soap and something sweeter. The curtains were half drawn, morning light slicing the bed into clean, unforgiving lines. 2 bodies, one of them mine, once. My wife's eyes found me first. Not fear, calculation. Then panic, poorly disguised. She sat up too fast, the sheet clutched to her chest like modesty could rewrite reality. "You got it all wrong," she said. A reflex. An insult. Beside her, my company's chief accountant stared at the wall as if numbers could save him now. I felt nothing. That was the first shock. No rage, no shaking hands. Just a cold awareness settling into place, like a final piece sliding into a puzzle I didn't know I'd been solving. My wife laughed, a small, broken sound. It was just a prank. That was when I knew I would not scream, I would not beg, and I would not forgive. I walked out without a word. Silence is heavier than shouting when you know how to carry it. In the elevator, my reflection looked older, not wounded, focused. I remembered the late nights she'd explained away, the sudden interest in my business finances, the way my accountant had started answering questions meant for me. I had trusted them both. That was the real betrayal. At home, I sat at the kitchen table and replayed the last year with surgical precision. Her phone always face down, his reports arriving too early, too perfect, the unexplained expense adjustments I dismissed as efficiency. Love makes you generous with doubt. Power corrects that mistake. I didn't confront her. I kissed her cheek that evening. She smelled like hotel soap. Her hands trembled when she poured wine. She watched me the way prey watches a hunter it hopes hasn't noticed the blood. Inside, I cataloged everything. The marriage wasn't the first thing they stole from me. It was just the easiest. I moved slowly, purposefully. I requested internal audits under the guise of expansion. I pulled server logs myself. Late nights became useful again. I watched patterns emerge, clean and damning. Numbers rerouted, accounts adjusted, money siphoned quietly, lovingly over months. He hadn't just slept in my bed, he'd bled my company dry in it. At home, I played my role, attentive, calm, predictable. I let her believe the prank had worked, that shock had stunned me into denial. She mistook my restraint for weakness. I installed monitoring software on devices I legally owned. I didn't need everything, just enough. Messages coded like teenagers, plans for a future funded by my blind trust. Some nights I lay awake beside her, listening to her breathe, wondering how long betrayal can pretend to be love before it forgets the difference. I wasn't angry. Anger clouds strategy. I was precise. The final report arrived on a Tuesday morning, neatly bound, signed, verified. Numbers don't lie when you corner them. That evening I placed the folder on the dining table between us. She smiled at first, automatic and rehearsed. "What's that?" "Your prank," I said. She opened it. Page by page her confidence drained. The color left her face in stages. When she reached the messages, her hands began to shake. "You went through my things," she whispered. I leaned back. "No, I went through mine." She looked up at me then, really looked, and understood something irreversible had happened. She reached for me. I didn't move. In the silence, the truth expanded until there was no room left to breathe. I didn't raise my voice when I called him into the office the next day. I handed him the same folder, watched his knees weaken as the evidence stacked up. HR, legal, authorities, in that order. He cried, apologized, explained. I listened the way one listens to static, useful only to confirm the signal is dead. At home, I packed one bag, mine. She begged then, promises spilled out, frantic and worthless. "It didn't mean anything," she said. "That's the problem," I replied. I left her with the accounts frozen, the house pending sale, and a reputation that would never fully recover. I didn't take revenge. I took everything back. Weeks later, the quiet feels earned. My company stabilized. My name remained clean. Hers did not. Sometimes I think about the moment in the hotel room, the prank, the panic, the lie dressed as humor. Betrayal always underestimates the person it betrays. I don't miss her. I don't hate her. Those emotions require investment. What I feel now is clarity, and clarity is power.